Chapter 1. The Self-Image. Your key to a better life. The image you hold of yourself in your mind is the key to your life. For some people, self-image is the image of themselves, what they see in a mirror. But this is not true. So now you may ask, what is self-image? Simply saying your self-image is a mental blueprint or picture of ourselves inside of our mind. Your self-image was based on the experiences you had in your life. For example, the boy named Vishal was in 3rd grade in school, and he was a good student. He was scoring above average marks in exams, which was really good for him. He also had a sister who was not a good student. She was his 5th grade. She always told Vishal that his studies were easy, and when he will be in grade 5, he will also be not able to study. Now, after 2 years, Vishal was in 5th grade. Everything seems normal at the beginning, but as time passed, his sister's words were turning into reality. Now Vishal started to struggle with his studies. He had developed a fear with the studies. He didn't like to study now. This shows he developed an image of himself as not being able to study in 5th grade. This is what we all do unconsciously. We have some beliefs about who we think we are. But we are capable of more than what we think we can do. But the good part that Dr. Maxwell Maltz found was that if self-image changes, then there were dramatic changes in personality, health, and apparently even in basic abilities and talents. Chronic failures have become successful. F students have changed into straighter pupils within a matter of days, and with no extra tutoring. Shy, retiring, inhibited personalities have become happy and outgoing. Yes, it is possible to change a life. Many experiments that were conducted showed that all you need to do listen to this amazing knowledge carefully. Also, subscribe to the channel. More chapters of this classic book is coming. This self-image is our own conception of the sort of person I am. It has been built up from our own beliefs about ourselves. But most of these beliefs about ourselves have unconsciously been formed from our past experiences, our successes and failures, our humiliations, our triumphs, and the way other people have reacted to us, especially in early childhood. From all these, we mentally construct a self, or a picture of a self. Once an idea or belief about ourselves goes into this picture, it becomes true, as far as we personally are concerned. We do not question its validity, but proceed to act upon it just as if it were true. The good part is that this self-image can be changed. You are never too old or too young to alter your self-image. Many experiments that were conducted by Dr. Maxwell Maltz showed that after changing self-image, your look and feel about yourself will be changed. Even the way you act, your skill and abilities, also get differentiated. Just thinking positive will not change things. It is like putting new wine in an old bottle. In order to change your life, you need to change your self-image. Here is the demonstration of 2 experiments that were conducted by Dr. Maxwell. The girl named Christine had an ugly face due to some scars from the accident. She visited Dr. Maxwell, did surgery on her and removed her scar. That girl's image was changed and she became more positive about herself. Now another man named Carl, who was a salesman by profession, once met with an accident and got a terrible scar on his face. He soon realized that his face started to look ugly, and no one will like him like that. He emotionally developed this inner awareness about himself, that he is not likable. This made him feel ugly about himself. But before this accident, he was a smart-looking man. Now, after a year of emotional thinking of his thoughts that he was ugly, now, he visited Dr. Maxwell. Now his scar was removed by Dr. But even after this, Carl said, "I still feel ugly." This put Dr. Maxwell to the question of what is this emotional problem. This question was concerning Dr. about that emotional scar of Carl. Now let's take a look at our lives, how we also have some childhood emotional scars that create problems for us. My people think they are ugly, but this is not real. These scars are mental and emotional, not physical. If you really want to live a life, you must have an adequate and realistic self-image that you can live with. You must find yourself acceptable to you. You must have wholesome self-esteem. You must have a self that you can trust and believe in. You must have a self that you are not ashamed to be, and one that you can feel free to express creatively, rather than to hide or cover up. You must know yourself, both your strengths and your weaknesses, and be honest with yourself concerning both. Your self-image must be a reasonable approximation of you, being neither more than you are nor less than you are. When it is adequate and one that you can be wholesomely proud of, you feel self-confident. You feel free to be yourself and to express yourself. You function at your optimum. When it is an object of shame, you attempt to hide it rather than express it. Creative expression is blocked. You become hostile and hard to get along with. Simply saying this is really an automatic system by your brain. Whatever you do, your abilities, personality, and behavior lie in one pattern. But remember, things can be changed in your life if you will listen to more chapter of this book. Like this video if you found this useful. Subscribe to the channel.